Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Today we're going to start the lesson number 3 from your textbook. This is the chapter number 1, and here we have lesson number 3, that is about the plants. Today we're going to discuss about what are leaves. For this, you need to open your textbook page number 54, that is your textbook page. Okay, my dear. So let's start about this one. Here you can see that is a leaf, simple structure of leaf of different plants, and on different, you can say that on trees, you can see this structure, that is a simple structure of leaf. Okay, so here this is the central part of this leaf, that you can say a little bit in yellowish or white in color. What we name this? We name this part as vein. What we call this? Vein. That is present in the leaf when you're going to just turn, or you're going to see the upper or lower part. You can easily see this part of the leaf that we name as vein. There also the small vein, the midrib, and the veins are present here on this leaf structure. Okay, now what is this thing? When you cut this leaf, okay, when you cut it, you can see this thing. Okay, after cutting, or after cutting the cross section, you will see this leaf look like this way. Okay, so when you're going to see this one here, this is the upper layer. Okay, this one, this all upper layer. What we call this? We call this upper layer as cuticle. Okay, the upper surface, just like your skin. Okay, just like your skin, you name this as cuticle. After that, when you move under this, you will see this part that we name as epidermis. The upper layer, we name this as epidermis. Okay, when you go little bit down, there are cells. Okay, and the vein. What present in the vein? Xylem, that you know very well. Phloem, we also discuss about this in detail, and more two things that are a little bit new for you. These are stomata or stoma. Stoma is just like an opening. Okay, and guard cells. What are these guard cells? I'm just going to draw for you here. This just simple structure of a guard cell like this. Okay, my dear, these are two guard cells. They make this opening or this hole. Actually, this hole we name as stoma. Okay, these are two guard cells. Okay, and the central part between them opening we name as stoma. If more than one, what we call this stomata. Okay, till here, my dear students, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no. Then we move down and going to discuss about it. Yes, Mr. Talal. Yes, Mr. Talal, why you raise your hand?
Teacher, I not understand.
Okay.
Teacher, I not understand.
Don't worry, I will explain this again. Don't worry, stay with me. Okay, from where you don't understand, can you tell me, please?
What is the page? Because I not know how.
54, 54, 54, my dear. Okay, no problem. Yes, Umar, Mr. Umar. Yes, my dear.
Teacher, I don't understand.
From where?
This.
Okay, no problem. I will explain again. Don't worry, just stay with me. What I tell you, I just tell you about two things. Number one, about the leaf and its cross section. When you cut the leaf, you see these things. These are the, you can say that the cells, tissues, or the part of the cells. These are present in the cell. Okay, I will tell you about all of them one by one. Okay, so let's see what are leaves. Okay, so the student, they just joined the meeting, they need to open the page number 54 from your textbook. Okay, the leaves of a plant have the important function of carrying out photosynthesis. This is a process. What is photosynthesis? The plants and leaves carry a function, or you can say that a process. We name this process as photosynthesis, or the process of making food. What's happening during this? Plants and you can say that are unable to take food from outside. So what the plant need to do, my dear students, you know very well, plants don't have mouth, they don't have teeth, they don't have mouth to eat food. So what they need to do, you know very well, plants are alive, they are just grow, they reproduce, they make or they reproduce new plants. So it means they are living things. So the living things also need food for their life, but plants are unable to make their food. But what they do, there is a special process or a function, or you can say that during this process they make their food. This process is named as photosynthesis. About the photosynthesis, if you have any question, please raise your hand, otherwise type no. About this definition, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Well done, thank you, Muhammad. If you have any question, please raise your hand, otherwise type no in the chat. Okay, well done, very nice, excellent. Yes, Mr. Salah. Yes, my dear.
I didn't understand the photosynthesis.
Okay, I'm going to explain again. Listen me carefully. There is a process in the plants. With the help of this process named photosynthesis, in which plant can make their own food. Cells within the leaf epidermis are the plant's main food factory. It means the plant, in the plant, the cells that are present in the leaf, they are make food for the plant, or you can say that we name as food factory. Understand? To perform photosynthesis, leaf need 3 raw materials. For make food, plants need 3 things. What are these 3 things? Number 1, sunlight, that comes from the sun, water, that comes from the root, and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide that comes from the air. From the air. Each leaf is designed to obtain these material. So you know very well, here this is the leaf, you can see this one. So that is a special structure where food is making for the plant. Okay, but how this process going on? For this, for example, if you want to make you want to make milkshake, or you want to make juice, or you want to make biryani, or you want to make anything, you need material. These materials we name as raw material. What we call this? Raw material. For biryani, you need like rice, you need chicken, you need some spices, you need salt, water, like this. These all the raw material. Same like this, to make food for a plant, plants need number 1, sunlight, number 2, water, and number 3, carbon dioxide. Now, if you have any question, please raise your hand, otherwise type no in the chat. Hurry up, my dear. Quickly, everyone. Well done, very nice, excellent, that's great. Muhammad is only answering me here, and Abu Bakr, very nice, good. Well done, Suhaib, very nice. Okay, that's great, very well done. Okay, excellent. Okay, my dear, after understanding about this process, your one no is enough for me. Thank you very much. No need to send again and again and many times. It's okay for me. Okay, after understanding about this, like this, the photosynthesis, the process, I know you understand this very well. Now we move to a link here that I'm going to share with you. From here, you need to just read this link, and then I will explain this all process one by one. So this is the link now I'm going to share with you. Everyone, please open this link quickly, my dear. Now that is in the chat. When you will open this link, the window will pop up in front of you is that one. So this window will open in front of you, or you can say that pop up in front of you. This one, yeah. Okay, so here you can easily understand 3 or 4 things. Okay, there are many things, but we're not going to detail study, because in your grade we're just going to study about the definitions and little bit, not in detail. So what is photosynthesis? The answer of this question is mentioned here. Number 1, it is an anaerobic process, important component of bioenergetics, important biochemical pathway, and the most important thing for you here, that we're going to discuss about all life depend on it. So here you can see that the synthesis of glucose, number 1, what is the first thing here? Now you can see during this process what we get. Number 1, synthesis of glucose. How we can make these things? You remember that we need the raw material. What are the raw material? Carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay, the oxygen is as a byproduct. Now when you understand this, the very important point for you to know about from where and how this reaction going on. So where it occur in the plant, some protists and some bacteria. So the chemical reaction is here that going on during this process. We have here an equation to understand this in detail. So what is this now? That is here about the carbon dioxide that you get from atmosphere. Okay, that comes from the air. From where we get carbon dioxide? From air. Okay, now second thing, we know about water. Water from where come in the plant? Water comes from the roots. Okay, and these two things move into the plant's leaf, and then the sunlight comes from the sun. When it falls over the surface of the leaf, what happened, my dear students? It starts a process. This process that I already explained you in detail, named as photosynthesis. Okay, so this photosynthesis that we know very well about this process in which plants going to make their food as a process we name as photosynthesis. That also mentioned here. The product we get or the food for a plant here is glucose, that one. So this is the chemical formula of the glucose, and that is the structure of glucose. Okay, and here the oxygen O2 that we get as a byproduct, So the whole reaction I'm going to explain again. During photosynthesis, what happened, my dear students? Carbon dioxide and water, they combine in the leaves in the presence of sunlight. The process going on we name as photosynthesis. Plants make their own food like glucose, and they also give us oxygen. This is the simplest and easiest way to understand this definition. Now till here, if you have any question, please, my dear students, raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. Everyone, quickly. Hurry up, my dear. Everyone. Now till here, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. Everyone, hurry up, hurry up. Well done, very nice. Okay, that's great. Now, next part of this lesson that we're going to understand from where this material comes. Okay, so here I'm going to just show you these things from where this material comes. Like the raw material, for example, if you need rice or chicken, you need to go to mall or you need to go to some shops to buy these things, to get these things. So how plant take these things? Okay, raw material like carbon dioxide and the water. These are two raw materials. From where it comes in the plant, this comes the water. H2O is present in the soil. Soil mean to say in the ground where the roots of the plants are present. So as the roots of the plants absorb water, then it move up to the stem, and from the stem it go into the vessels. We name as these vessels as, you know very well, xylem vessels into the plant leaf. Okay, after this, my dear students, what's happened? The second raw material that we need, that is air. So air enters leaf through tiny pores. Okay, we name them stomata. So this present around mesophyll cells carries carbon dioxide absorbed in thin layer of water. Surrounded mesophyll cells, carbon dioxide is diffused. Now here the process of photosynthesis is going on. We name as the mechanism of photosynthesis. Okay, so photosynthesis occurs in two phases. Number one phase we name as first phase, or what we call this as light reaction. First phase or light reaction. Second phase we name as dark phase. Okay, or dark reaction. Second phase or the second process is going on, we name as dark reaction. So now you can see here, yes, Ali, Ahmad, yes, Ahmad, what happened? Why you raise your hand?
Teacher, we read
Not today. Today I'm going to explain. After that, I will give you chance. Okay. Talal, let me to first complete this topic. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Now, this a simple cell you can see of a plant here. In this, you can easily find the chloroplast. This is the structure of chloroplast. In it, what happens? Solar energy or sunlight fall on it, and this the water molecule or the waters that comes from the roots are enter here, and here the carbon dioxide from the air enter to the chloroplast in the presence of sunlight. Then you get oxygen and CH2O, and that is your stroma. What we call this structure is your stroma. Here these are the thylakoid membrane. This the light reaction, and this whole process is going on during the Calvin cycle, or we can name as this a dark reaction. After this, we move to the next part. Here you can see this the Z phase, or we also name as first phase or light reaction or Z scheme. What's happening during this? Why we call this Z scheme? Okay, just try to understand this part, and I'm going to explain this in detail. So we have three names for this. Number one, first phase or light reaction, or we can say as Z scheme. Why? Because this reaction just look like a Z sign. Okay, alphabet. Light energy is captured. Number one, what happened? Light energy is captured. Number two, energy level is increased. When energy moves into the leaf, so its level is going to increase. Electrons are emitted. This the third point. Number four, light also break water, H2O molecule. What happened? When the light is fall in it, water is split. Okay. Number five, make high energy molecule from water to high energy molecule. Then what are the high energy molecule? ATP and NADPH take place on thylakoid membrane of chloroplast. Now you can see this all diagram here. That is, this just look like a Z phase. Now look, lower energy, higher energy. Now what happening here? the reaction, this water molecule, when energy comes, it's break or split into H plus and O molecule, oxygen molecule. So here you get 4 electrons that move just like into this phase, and then they convert here, and after that you can see NADPH is the molecule that is formed here. Okay, now after this we move to the second phase, that is the dark phase, or we name as Calvin cycle. What's happening during this cycle, that is in front of you. So I'm just going to show you the parts or the points here to explain this one. Number 1, carbon dioxide reduced to make glucose. Okay. Number 2, energy from ATP and NADPH is utilized. Number 3, carbon dioxide combined with C5 compound to form C6. Understand? After this, number 2, then number 3, and this number 4. Each splits into 2 C3 compounds. Then number 5, C3 compounds reduce to 3C, mean to say 3C carbohydrates. After that, 3C carbohydrate used to make glucose. Now in the last and the 7th point, what happened? C3 carbohydrates also originated C5 compound. So here you can see in this the cycle, that here in the diagram, this one. So here the first stage, then you can see the second stage. First step, carbon dioxide comes, then convert into 3PGA, that is a molecule. Then they convert the next phase here, 6 molecule. Then in the third stage, regeneration of RuBP, then you get the same in the last of your process. So role of chlorophyll. Now what the chlorophyll done here? So this sunlight energy absorbed by chlorophyll. After that, convert into chemical energy. Only 1% light is used. Rest is transmitted, or you can say that reflected. Light rays are different wavelengths absorbed by different pigments. Blue and red carries more photosynthesis. Pigments are arranged to form clusters called photosystem. Chlorophyll A is main pigment. After that, there are many accessory pigments like chlorophyll B and carotenoids. Some wavelengths are most absorbed by chlorophyll A but absorbed by others. So here are accessory pigments are very effective also. Now the last part of the lesson here is about the limiting factor. Effect of light, number 1. Number 2, intensity of light. How much intensity is going on? Okay, temperature, effect of carbon dioxide concentration, humidity in the atmosphere, working of stomata, and the concentration of ions. Now till here, my dear students, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. So that is the simple homework, but this is not for you. Okay, just you can search and go on even Google to find, write any 3 advantages and disadvantages of photosynthesis. Okay, now I'm going to take you back on your textbook. Here, now I'm just going to explain again what happened during this process. The leaves are what they are going to do. Many leaves are flat and broad. This allows the leaf to collect the most sunlight possible. Chlorophyll in the chloroplast of the leaf trap the energy of the sun. Water enters the plant through its roots. It is transported up through the xylem tissue in the leaf veins. The top leaf surface also has a waxy cuticle that just I showed you, a waterproof layer that prevents moisture from evaporating. what the process of this cuticle here, that is little bit waxy, or you can say that oily, that don't let water to go out from the leaf. Okay, so there is a waxy layer on it. When water reach to the surface from roots to the leaf, then it will enter to the leaf, and from leaf it will enter to the chloroplast, where it moves in the chlorophyll cells. Leaves get carbon dioxide from the air. Air enters and move out of the plant through tiny pores on the underside of the leaf called stomata. You know very well about stomata. A single pore is called stoma. If they are more, we call them stomata. But if they are single, we called it as stoma. Each stomata is controlled by guard cells. So till here, my dear students, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. Hurry up. Everyone, please quickly. That's great. Excellent. Excellent. Very nice.